Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are all doing well. Guys, it is Saturday morning. It is not your usual Saturday morning. It is not a normal Saturday morning. This Saturday morning is the one of Milan versus Juventus in San Siro, with a stadium that will probably be sold out. Totally sold out. They will all be there, the rossoneri, the red and black, to whistle Juventus, to enter with these whistles in our head, to make sure that they are touching where it hurts. Where today Juventus is showing that they are still weak mentally. We will have to be stronger because today it's not only the 3 points that are important. Not only these 3 points are available today, but today we are also speaking about continuity, but also dignity. Playing for the badge, showing that Juventus is still there, showing that Juventus is able to beat one of the big teams of Italy that we didn't do last year in 21-22. Today, we will understand if Bologna and Maccabi Haifa were casualties, or it's because they were too weak, because Juventus is not ready to beat a big team. Today we will understand if we can give continuity to results. 3 points versus Bologna, 3 points versus Maccabi, Serie A and Champions League. Today we will understand if we can give continuity to the performances, because if they were not perfect, they were already better. They were a bit offensive, a bit more offensive that we played. We scored in the 2 games 2 goals, 3 goals by the way, 3 versus Bologna, 3 versus Maccabi Haifa. Today we will understand if we can give continuity of magic, even without a man like Angel Di Maria that is suspended. We will have him back versus Maccabi in Champions League on the 11th of October. We will have him back for the next game in Serie A, but today it will be without him. So what will be the Allegrata, the idea of Allegri? We'll discover today. Not a long video. We have no time for long videos. Today we have to focus on the pitch, on Milan Juve. We have to prepare. Yes, because our souls will be there. Our thoughts, positive or negative, will influence the players on the field. Absolutely yes, believe me or not. Why is it important to win today? Look, match day 9 is an important one because the biggest game is Milan Juve. The other one are not playing on paper versus big names. Sassuolo versus Inter. Inter should win, at least to give continuity of their game versus Barcelona. Bologna Sampdoria, Torino Empoli, Monza Spezia, Salernitana Verona, Udinese Atalanta. Important game, but that will not change the destiny of Juventus today. They are too far away at the moment. Cremonese Napoli, the 1st versus the 19th. Are we expecting a surprise there after the 6-1 versus Ajax? We don't think so. Roma Lecce, Fiorentina Lazio tomorrow. Guys, this is the ranking. You can see the ranking already here. I will show you now. Let me give me a second here. The ranking. Ranking is saying Napoli first. So what can Juventus do today? Or we can stick there. We can eventually reach Roma if they lose versus Lecce. We are not even expecting. But that's why it's important, the 3 point versus Milan, to stick above, to stick there. Because if we lose, if we are not able to take any point in San Siro, well, or Sassuolo or Inter, they can or equalize or even surpass it. And that 7th position, that is already disgusting, that is already a drama, can become even worse. We continue, because today will be a Saturday of Lions, like Gazzetta dello Sport is saying. Un sabato da leoni, a Saturday of Lions with Giroud and Leao there. They didn't even have space to put Theo Hernandez that is back. Juventus is going with Rabiot after that brace versus Maccabi Haifa in Champions League. His first brace. He is the man that is in form in the midfield of Juventus. And Dusan Vlahovic that is looking for his 3rd goal in a row after Bologna and Haifa. What is Corriere dello Sport saying? Well, we will see it later, because first we have to start with Tuttosport. Tuttosport that is saying Indiavolati, the devil inside. Who will have the devil inside? The Red Devils of Milan, like we call them, I Diavoli, or will it be Juventus that wants to show that we can be back, that we can have the opportunity to fight and go for that Scudetto that is far away, but it starts already today because we are already behind. We will discover it at 6 p.m. Italian time. Gazzetta dello Sport, or Corriere dello Sport, my bad, is saying Allegri al bivio. Allegri is already at a crossroad of his season. He knows it. He knows that he messed up. He messed up in that first part. In the first 7 games of the season, we had to do better. We were not able to. Now we'll have to show, can he beat a big, giant Italian team? Yes or no? Who will be there in terms of players? We have Szczesny, Pinsoglio, and Perin, Bremer, Danilo, Alexandro, Gatti, Bonucci, and Rugani. Who is missing? De Sciglio. De Sciglio that will be out for 1 month and not able to give some rotation on that left side of the field. If we want to rotate, we have to put Danilo. Danilo that today is playing as a right back, as a left back, as a center back, on the left, on the right. He's playing everywhere. And this is a pity. That's why it's a real pity that De Sciglio is not there. Not because of qualities, but because of physicality, of presence. The midfielders, Locatelli, McKennie, Cuadrado, Kostic, Miretti, Rabiot, Paredes, and Fagioli. We already have a surprise in the midfield, in the starting midfield today. We will go through that. Vlahovic, Milik, Ken, and Sule. Who is not there? The big absent of today is Angel Di Maria. No Fideo. Is the Fideo not there? We don't care. We have these two. We have Milik and we have Vlahovic because they are angry. They are angry. Angry and hungry, especially hungry for goals. They are looking for goals. They need to go for these goals. They want to score. We go with the possible formations, guys, because we have some surprises. Because here, the first thing that you are seeing in that image is Leandro Paredes. Where is he? The one that was said by Allegri and by all Juventus that could have changed that Juventus. The one that we needed to change Juventus, to bring it back. The real regista, the brain of the field. He's not there. The first real big game on paper, he's not there. Why? Well, because Juventus and Allegri, they have an idea. Playing that 4-4-2 without McKennie, with one midfielder less, can give us 2 possibilities. The first one is in non-possession 4-4-2, going down, giving support, especially on the left side of Milan with Theo Hernandez and with Leao. That will be super dangerous. Well, with a double wing on the right, Cuadrado and Danilo, we can be a bit more defensively. But then we want to change immediately with the same man in the same game, going towards a 4-2-3-1. Because Kostic and Cuadrado can be a bit up, supporting Vlahovic with Milik coming down to break these defenses of Milan. That will maybe have a young player like Gabbia, because they have a lot of injuries in their central defense. Last year, without some big players like Kier and so on, it was not a problem for them. Let's see if we can penetrate their defense without Di Maria, but with that system, from a 4-4-2 to a 4-2-3-1. It's not over. How will Milan play? Well, 4-2-3-1, we already said, with Gabbia and Tomori as center backs, with Kalulu on the right side, with Theo Hernandez that is back on time, versus Juve on the left side. Benacer and Tonali there as a double pivot. Krunic on the right. Diaz instead of Charles de Ketelaere, that the Milan fans are already criticizing a lot. And Leao on the left behind Giroud. That's the formation of Milan. Juventus. Or can I say a Juventus and a Milan that this time will play with less Italians. One of the least Italian presence in that Derby d'Italia that some people are saying. Some people are saying, no, the Derby d'Italia is Inter-Juve. Some people are saying, no, it's Milan-Juve. We don't know. We don't care. For me, it's still the one versus Inter that has a bit more suspense, because we don't like Inter. But Milan-Juve is also a historic game. Well, we see the only one that will be there on the field today as Italian presence is Locatelli, ex-Milan, but also Bonucci, ex-Milan, versus Tonali and Gabbia, new face of Milan, young player of Milan. Let's see who will be the winner. It's a pity, of course, that we don't have that much Italians, but it is what it is. Because Chiesa is not there, because De Sciglio is not there, because Calabria is not there, because Florenzi are not there. We are missing a lot of Italian people. Guys, it is what it is. Hopefully, but really hopefully, we can enjoy that game. We can see each other after the game, because I will be on Twitch for the pre-game, for the watch-along, after the game, here on the channel, with a big smile, celebrating, because that means that Juventus is doing better than what we did last season. Guys, thank you. Forza Juve.